Hello and a warm welcome to the show. This is Pulse of Culture and I'm Sally Jastrzebska. Today we're going to break away from the usual and take a trip to Toruń, where fascinating history awaits. Founded in the 13th century and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it's the birthplace of astronomer Nicholas Copernicus, because every city needs a bit of star power. With stunning Gothic architecture, delightful cobblestone streets and a gingerbread tradition baked into its culture, Toruń is surely worth a visit.
Well met, friend. Have you heard of the Teutonic Knights, crusaders whose black crosses on white tabards instilled fear in heathen hearts? It is they who founded this fair city of Thorn in 1230 on the banks of Poland's longest river, the Vistula. 'Tis here our saunter begins. We move through Bridge Gate, the Brazier Gate, past the mill and up the hill. Behold the Teutonic castle, or what's left of it. Aye, a cautionary tale it is against greed that corrupted the order. In the 15th century, Poles, Lithuanians and other folks tempered the knights' rapacious tendencies, and by force of the Second Peace of Thorn of 1466, the city became part of Royal Prussia, a fief of the Polish crown. Hence, we'll call it Toruń, mind you. Be it under the knights or the Polish king, the city was destined to prosper. Let us see the goods and stalls of the old town's marketplace. In 1280, the town was accepted into the exclusive Hanseatic League, a mighty merchant organisation with a great many ports in the North and Baltic seas. And may I say it, some 20,000 burghers spent their geld well. See for yourselves these churches, tenement houses tall, and this city hall here. Thy legs hurting? That ass, you say, mount it not, I beseech you. Though its countenance kind and merry, don't be deceived by its seemliness. While the ass was wrought anew in the year of our Lord 2007, the original one, hewn in wood, had a sharp ridge down its back, and misbehaving city guards would mount the beast as penitents. Seeing frogs and a fiddler, are ye? Fret not, 'tis no demonic vision. Legend has it a terrible plague of frogs once befell the city. But this nimble-fingered timber rafter played to their liking and led the frogs out of town. The good lad got himself a statue from Herr George Wolfe later on. Lord Almighty, what's that hellish rumble? Let us fill your stomach with something tasty. The town, true to matter, has a leaning tower, but yearn not for pizza. Here, grab a gingerbread, the townsfolk's pride and delicacy. You feeling well fed? Aye, well then, have your freedom now and explore the city's old and new. There's plenty more to relish thy eye.
Toruń gingerbread, or pierniki, is a delicious tradition that has delighted taste buds for centuries. With its rich blend of spices and unique shapes, each bite transports you to a world of sweet nostalgia. Our reporter Karolina Szapland has more.
A herring from Gdańsk, gingerbread from Toruń, ladies from Krakow and shoes from Warsaw. These are the best things that Poland's got to offer, said a poet already as far as the 17th century, because nothing is as quintessential as the gingerbread in Toruń. For a town that proudly calls itself the gingerbread capital of the world, Toruń wears its title deliciously well.
Gingerbreads are made in here since the 14th century, and it was easy for us because we were a Hanseatic city, so the trade market was in here. The spices from the other countries, especially India, came in here, and they're used to make gingerbreads. Also, we had a lot of honey in here, and of course flour, the most important ingredients for our cookies.
You'll find Toruń gingerbread in nearly every shop, but one name stands out. Copernicus isn't just Poland's oldest producer, it's the oldest in all of Europe. There is this one special design of gingerbread in Toruń, and this one is over 260 years old. Legend has it the first Katarzynki gingerbread was baked as a sweet token of love for a girl named Katarzyna.
This design is the most traditional, the most gingerbready gingerbread, as we like to say in Toruń. Please try some.
Bardzo dziękuję. Tourists travel far and wide for just a bite of Toruń's famous gingerbread.
Yesterday we bought some gingerbread. They were so delicious and I really like them.
Katarzynki gingerbread is the most traditional of designs, but here in Toruń, a few artisanal gingerbread makers are trying to break the mold, and we are in one of those shops.
Here at the Katarzynska, we make sure that our gingerbread is both a piece of art and a tasty pastry. How about you try some?
Thank you so much. That is delicious. In Toruń, it's not just the spices like clove and nutmeg, but the gingerbread itself that's used to flavor dishes in some of the town's most prized restaurants.
Here is your ginger herring with gingerbread. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that looks delightful. Well, whether it's savory or sweet, medieval or hipster, one thing stays the same. If you're in Toruń, do try the gingerbread. For TVP World, I'm Karolina Shapland.
Copernicus revolutionized our understanding of the universe by proposing that the Earth orbits the Sun, turning centuries of geocentric thinking upside down. But who exactly was this man? Take a closer look.
Toruń is beautiful. We know that, but let's get to the real reason people make the trip here from halfway across the world.
I come from Mexico. I just come to visit the Copernicus house because it's one of my favorite scientific.
I came to Toruń today for the first time from Warsaw with a friend. We're here on a trip and visited the Copernicus Museum. We decided to go in and we were enchanted by the atmosphere.
Our museum is a combination of the modernity, where it's possible, and tradition, where it's necessary. I invite you, dear guests, to Nicolaus Copernicus house.
Nicholas Copernicus, or Mikołaj Kopernik if you want to go local, was born right here in 1473. And what he proposed changed everything. Until then, everyone thought the sun circled the Earth. Copernicus dared to say, maybe, just maybe, it's the other way around. Spoiler alert, he was right. But forget the textbooks for a moment, because Copernicus had a few surprises tucked under that astronomer's robe. He wasn't just a stargazer, he also had sharp ideas about money. He noticed that when coins were secretly made with less silver, people kept the good ones and spent the cheap ones. He called it bad money drives out good. It's now known as Gresham's Law, but Copernicus got there first. His education, also top tier. He studied in Kraków, Bologna, Padua, Ferrara. How did he afford that? Well, his wealthy uncle, a bishop, made sure young Nicholas had every advantage, including robes, books, and plenty of time to stare at the stars. And while he never married, he did live with a woman for several years, Anna Schilling, his housekeeper, and his cousin. It was the scandal of its time, and the church eventually pressured him to send her away. His big idea was the heliocentric model. The Earth moves, the Sun stands still. A revolutionary thought that Copernicus published only at the very end of his life. Why so shy, you ask? Probably because he knew how controversial it was. What do you mean humans are not the center of the universe? And now the million-zloty question. Was Copernicus Polish? Toruń back in Copernicus's time was part of Royal Prussia under the Polish crown. Our man spoke German, wrote in Latin, served under Polish kings, and called this Polish-ruled city home. If you're confused, you're not alone. Mr. C was nation fluid before it was cool. Economist, astronomer, thinker, maybe even a secret romantic. Whether you're a science geek, history buff, or just looking for a magical weekend getaway, come walk the path of Copernicus and take a glimpse to the past.
Toruń isn't just steeped in history. It's a thriving student town, bursting with festivals and cultural events. Come join us as we dive into a city that's full of life.
For a city that's 800 years old, Toruń exudes a youthful energy. Its picturesque medieval streets are dotted with futuristic architecture. By connecting past and future, the birthplace of Copernicus became a hotspot for an international creative community. Art, cinema, theater.
We are here in Toruń, where we found out that the sun is the center, and in a way, in Poland, they make, in a way, theater at the center of society.
Indeed, Poles love theater. Every year, Toruń's Villa Mochorzyca Theater hosts the International Contact Festival, giving audiences a chance to see the most remarkable plays by Europe's most talented and innovative directors, all in one place.
From one point to another
This year, festival goers witnessed a performance of In the Solitude of Cotton Field by Bernard Marie Coltès, featuring old friends John Malkovich and Ingeborga Dapkunaita.
We've worked many times together over the years on plays, movies, fashion movies.
But what is so special about your bond or the way you work together? What if we tell you?
The play attracted a young audience of theater lovers. Another unique festival that takes place in Toruń focuses on the magic of cinematography. For over 30 years, Camerimage has attracted the people behind the camera, the ones who create the best cinematic moments of the year. The 2024 edition saw the premiere of Joel Souza's beautifully shot, but famously troubled western, Rust.
I think Camerimage is a perfect place for the film to be premiering because they focus so much on cinematographers and cinematography, like the image and telling stories with the images is the most important aspect of this festival, which is unique.
For art lovers, there's the Contemporary Art Center Znaki Czasu, Polish for Signs of the Times. It opened in 2008 and quickly became a local landmark. The architecture is modern, but it draws from the shapes and colors of Toruń's medieval townhouses.
When you're in town, you have to visit us, because this is where the cultural heart of Toruń is beating.
The Contemporary Art Center is also a beloved Toruń hangout spot. It's a perfect place to rest and enjoy a cup of coffee after taking in the powerful aesthetic experiences offered by this vibrant city. So, if you're looking to get inspired this summer, come to Toruń. Its creative energy will surprise you.
And now it's time for Culture Beats, a roundup of the latest from the world of culture. And we begin with Polish conductor Radzimir Dębski, widely recognized by his stage name Jimek, who took center stage at the BET Awards alongside Snoop Dogg in Los Angeles. This 8-minute performance celebrated Snoop Dogg's Ultimate Icon Award and featured an orchestra skillfully led by Dębski, who first gained international acclaim over a decade ago when he was selected by Beyoncé to remix one of her tracks. American superstar Will Smith made a surprise appearance at a prestigious charity gala in Warsaw. While in Poland, Smith also took the opportunity to meet the legendary Solidarity leader, Lech Walesa. Looking back on their meeting, Smith noted that it was probably the first time he had met someone he had once learned about in school. Every journey to greatness starts with a single step, and for countless filmmakers, the Young and Film Festival in Koszalin has been a pivotal stride. It's Poland's oldest and largest festival, solely celebrating debut works, and a launchpad where legends like Krzysztof Zanussi and Kuba Czekaj kicked off their careers. And with this, we conclude this episode of Pulse of Culture. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more.